One trained with monks in silence. The other was raised to win at all costs. Together, Wembanyama and Harper might just break the league, mentally and physically. LeBron is almost 40, Curry's championship window is fading, and many of the league's old legends are hinting at retirement. This isn't just the end of an era. It's the beginning of something far more unpredictable. While teams scramble to rebuild and find new stars, the San Antonio Spurs might have just built a monster that could rule for the next decade. When the Spurs selected Dylan Harper with the second pick in the 2025 draft, it wasn't just another young player joining the squad. It was the final piece to a puzzle that has the entire NBA shaking. Pairing Harper with Victor Wembanyama instantly turned San Antonio from a rebuilding team into a legitimate title contender. General managers everywhere must have felt a cold sweat when Harper's name was called. Wembanyama isn't just tall and talented. He's evolving in ways that seem almost unreal. This past off-season, instead of working out in luxurious gyms or vacationing, Victor went to a Shaolin temple in China for 10 days. There he lived with monks, trained in kung fu, practiced meditation, and embraced a vegan lifestyle. At just 21, Victor is focused on mastering his mind as much as his body, a level of dedication few players can even imagine. His goal isn't just to dominate physically, it's to reach mental heights that make him unstoppable. On the court, Victor has already shown he's a once-in-a-generation defender. In his rookie season, he averaged over 3.5 blocks per game and forced opponents to rethink their entire offensive approach. Players shoot dramatically worse at the rim when he's on the floor. It's almost like he builds an invisible wall. And if recent photos are true, Victor may have grown even taller, pushing him close to 7 feet 5 inches. Add the mental edge he gained from the monks, and you have a player who looks like he stepped out of a video game. Dylan Harper isn't just any rookie. He was born for the spotlight. Coming from a family with deep basketball roots, his dad Ron Harper won 5 championships, his mom coached him through his childhood, and his brother's already in the NBA. Dylan has been built for greatness since day one. At 6 feet 6 inches and 215 pounds, he's huge for a point guard and creates matchup problems all over the floor. He can see over defenders, power his way to the basket, and shoot over smaller guards without breaking a sweat. What makes Dylan even more dangerous is that he's a lefty. Guards who shoot and handle left-handed throw defenses completely off balance because everything feels backward. Combine that with his size, smooth ball handling, and confident shot, and you get a nightmare for anyone trying to guard him. In college, he averaged nearly 20 points per game while controlling the offense and setting the tempo. But stats alone don't capture the essence of his game. Dylan's style is all about smoothness. He glides, shifts speeds, and looks like he's playing on a different level than everyone else. When asked who's better between him and his father, Dylan didn't hesitate. He said he's better at everything except jumping. That's the kind of unwavering confidence you only find in future superstars. It's not arrogance. It's a fearless belief in himself that's backed by skill and preparation. The Spurs knew exactly what they were getting, a fearless competitor ready to lead. Most teams struggle to balance multiple alpha personalities, but in San Antonio, they've created a perfect blend. Victor has become a mental warrior through his Shaolin experience, embracing focus and inner peace. Dylan, on the other hand, grew up in a household where winning was the only option, and he carries a fierce, fearless mindset into every game. Rather than clashing, these two mental approaches amplify each other. When Dylan met Victor after the draft, the energy was undeniable. They weren't just polite or reserved, they instantly connected, acknowledging each other's greatness and already talking about how fun this journey was going to be. It was two future stars recognizing that together, they're about to take over the league. San Antonio's starting lineup now looks absolutely terrifying. De'Aaron Fox at point guard, an explosive scorer and playmaker in his prime, is finally surrounded by elite talent. Dylan Harper at shooting guard brings size, vision, and a scoring touch that's rare even among veterans. Devin Vassell, a lethal shooter and versatile defender, slots in perfectly at small forward. Jeremy Sochan's defensive flexibility and hustle at power forward give the team an edge on both ends. And at center, Victor is the alien-like presence that transforms the game. What makes this even crazier is the Spurs' depth. Off the bench, they have Stephon Castle, last season's Rookie of the Year, ready to bring energy and scoring whenever needed. Keldon Johnson can come in and provide instant offense and toughness. Veteran Harrison Barnes adds calm leadership and playoff experience. And that's not even the end of it. The Spurs now have 11 players who could easily get minutes on any team in the league, making them nearly impossible to wear down over a long season. While everyone focused on Harper and Victor, San Antonio pulled another master move at pick number 14 by grabbing Carter Bryant. Standing at 6 feet 8 inches, with a near 7-foot wingspan and an explosive 40-inch vertical, Bryant is the exact kind of player that thrives in San Antonio's system. He shot almost 37% from 3 in college and showed elite defensive instincts. But it's his mindset that sets him apart. Instead of talking about highlight dunks, Bryant talks about studying defense, mentioning Rudy Gobert as his inspiration. That type of mentality is rare for young prospects and fits perfectly with the Spurs culture. San Antonio has always been a franchise that values character and development. Think about Kawhi Leonard when he arrived, a quiet defender who turned into a Finals MVP. Or DeJounte Murray, who went from a late first-round pick to an all-star. The Spurs don't just collect talent, they mold it into championship pieces. Carter Bryant has the physical tools and the humble, hungry mindset to be their next great success story. Perhaps the most terrifying part for the rest of the league is that Victor, Dillon, and Carter are all on rookie contracts. In a league where teams are often crushed by max deals and salary cap limits, having 3 potential superstars on cheap deals for the next few years is a massive advantage. While other teams are scrambling to fill holes with aging veterans, the Spurs have the flexibility and the time to grow this core into a dynasty. San Antonio's success isn't an accident. This is the same franchise that picked Tim Duncan in 1997 and built a dynasty around him: Tony Parker, Manu Ginobili, and later Kawhi Leonard. They don't just draft based on highlight reels. They draft for fit, mentality, and long-term potential. And now they might have pulled off their most dangerous draft yet. Once the old guard finally fades away completely, when LeBron and Curry step away for good, the Spurs will be standing ready. They aren't waiting to compete, they're preparing to dominate. By the time other teams realize what's happening, San Antonio might already have a few rings in the bag. Most teams are lucky if they get one player with a special mentality. San Antonio has 2. Victor has chosen to focus on mastering his mind, learning discipline and focus that gives him an edge most players only dream about. Dillon brings pure self-confidence and a winner's mindset he's carried since childhood. Together, they don't just fit, they push each other to new levels. Add in Carter Bryant's raw potential and commitment to defense, and you have a core that could stay together and grow stronger for years. Trying to game plan against a team that can switch everything on defense, has multiple ball handlers, can shoot from all over the court, and has no weak links. Add the fact that they're all under 25 and hungry, and you see why this isn't just another young team with promise. It's a ticking time bomb for the rest of the NBA. Some might say it's too early to crown them, but if you look at the pieces, the culture, and the history, it's hard not to see the writing on the wall. San Antonio isn't just building for the future, they're ready to seize it right now. This isn't just a rebuild, it's a total takeover plan that could define the next decade of basketball. The Spurs have always been known for playing the long game. They waited patiently, drafted wisely, and developed their talent until they were ready to strike. Now with Wembanyama and Harper leading the charge, and Bryant waiting to explode, the NBA has officially been put on notice. The silver and black might just run this league before anyone even realizes it. So here we are, the NBA standing on the edge of a new era. The Spurs aren't just back, they're coming to dominate in ways that will make the rest of the league lose sleep. The big question now, can anyone stop this young, fearless, and mentally unstoppable squad? I want to hear from you. Do you think any team has what it takes to stop them? Or are we about to watch the rise of the next great NBA dynasty? Let me know what you think down below. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to drop a like, Share it with your basketball friends and subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. Trust me, this is just getting started.